Hey everybody, Pinstripe here. Welcome to New Guinea. We are here in the infamous Ki-84, the Frank fighter, as we are on an escort mission today. It is our job to escort some Ki-45s over the nearby ocean to a target area containing many a ship that are docked at a nearby bay. I don't know the details, if I'm honest, because I'm just raring to go in this beast of an aircraft. I'm fairly certain, as this is the C model, that we are bringing two 12.7mm machine guns and two 20, but there were some that even had 30 cannons in there, which is pretty mental when you think about it. But as I'm at the back of the queue, I'm just going to wait to take off and meet up with the squadron. You can just about make out friendlies up ahead, but it just shows how far I've fallen behind here. We're going to open up our radiator, which should hopefully allow us to stay at just under full power on the way up. But interestingly, the Frank was, I think, the very first plane I flew in IL-2 1946, so this is certainly taking me back, especially the blue, almost emerald interior. So I'm just gently pulling back on the throttle here, little by little. As you keep an eye on the bottom left, you'll see our speed increasing, and at the same time altitude continues to rise slowly. So in typical fashion, our engine is overheating. We are slowly cooling that down though, but we've made it to the target area. You can see there is an absolute ton of gunfire along the ground as we catch up with the rest of our squadron here. You can see the Ki-45s looking to get into their attack position, so I'm going to increase my altitude just a little bit, fly a smidge of top cover, and just make sure that they make it to the zone they need to be. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for enemy aircraft, as there are two down low here, but I'm pretty sure those are also friendlies. So as we head for the coast, that's when we need to keep our eyes peeled. And these guys are down super low. That is, whoa, quite the bomb run. Just checking my left side, we are clear, so I'm going to head straight in. As I've got a guy zooming up straight towards me here. He is looking to climb. And the angle is a bit steep. I've lost that guy in the smoke. So let's get on the 6 of any of these guys, basically. Aircraft wise, not entirely sure, but we get a pretty good and fast hit there. Let's pull him back a little. Get hit, but he bails. So that's a decent start. 6 is roughly clear. Got 1 climbing. Try and catch him as he turns. Good hits on the way down. I might have hit the cockpit there, because I don't see any change. And he's going in. But this is very much my kind of fight. The low attacking, just also being cautious of not being hit by friendly fire. I mean, this guy is a sitting duck here. He's low, he's slow, and how could I say no? Honestly, I think I do have the 30mm cannons. I just need to gently aim behind him, and we cut him to shreds. Pilot got out, but I don't think it was enough. Question is, where are the fighters? Because these are all bombers, dive bombers that are going for these targets, but I haven't seen any big boys yet. Oh! As we slam into that dude, and he gets crushed. So what I'd like to do is once again get guns on, and it won't take much to take that guy down. Got one more Avenger here who is just vibing. He's trailing in a straight line. Got a couple more guys up top, but they're way off. And I am catching this guy by just cruising behind him. I guess we'll see how long it takes for him to divert, or indeed notice me. I mean, the pilot could be dead. So often happens, I end up chasing a ghost plane. No, but the rear gunner is alive. So I'm going to do the same tactic I did in the Shidenkai, which is get down low, gain my speed. And again, with this hefty armament, just push my nose up. And do a straight up pass. Fire everything I have into him, and I barely scratch him. And then a short burst like that is enough to take him down. Crazy. Oh, we've got contacts. Looks like this might be my first fight. Because so far it's been a bit of a turkey shoot. It is P-38s. Yeah, instantly recognizable. That silhouette, you couldn't mistake it anywhere. But immediately diving in. Not going to follow in that turn though. Let's see if any of his friends want to come and play. And just as I say that, pick up a bit of a tail, so I'm going to dive down. Keeps him out of my sight for now. Just got multiple enemies around me here. And the potential shot. Ooh, ripped off his tail. That guy is done. I mean, fair play to the Frank so far. I've been pushing this engine very hard this whole time. And it's certainly doing the numbers. That is destroyed as well. That was quite the pass. But cut that guy to shreds. Now, it was a 3v1, and all of a sudden, it's a 1v1. Maybe not a fair fight, considering it's a Frank, but you consider the P-38 to be a decent adversary. I'm going to break off here and see if he bites in turning around. Of course, he can't resist. The moment I stop chasing is when he gets back into the fight. Of course, again, he's going to outturn me. But I can wait. We've done plenty of it. One thing I don't want to do, though, is stall out, as so typically can happen in this aircraft. Again, he pulls out, climbs, and that is the third and final Lightning going down. Entire way back, my engine has been overheating, but as we round the mountain, we should be somewhat close to our airfield. I think it's just over this one here, or maybe we're tucked in between, I'm not sure, but the scenery is quite something. So, airfield in sight. And just need to line myself up here. I think just maneuvering in from the right should be enough, because we are on the kind of the dirt path runway rather than the clear white one. So we're going to swing into the right in just a second, but speed is a little too high at the moment. We can kind of siphon that off. Bring ourselves down to about 40% power, and you can see the heavy amount of forest that is covering this area. I need to ensure that we get over that before we change flaps, or at least can ensure that we can get over it. Yeah, this should be nice and easy. So I'm even going to just briefly pull idle. As we bring down flaps, bring down the gear. And you always want to give yourself enough speed, because there's been so many times where I've come in and I've, slowed myself down too much so that I don't give myself the amount of, I guess, run up to then come down without smashing my face into the ground. Quite a few bouncers here. We are still very, very fast. We're going to go over the runway. I might end up tipping over here, actually. So slight regret as we do break our engine. So yeah, we came in with too much speed that time. But either way, lots to learn from. Let's check our score. Wow, 9 aerial victories, and that is pretty damn insane. I mean, considering that we were bringing such heavy armament, I think I did waste quite a bit of ammunition given the score, but even so, almost a double ace in a day. It's giving me Shinden flashbacks. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Those Avengers certainly were sitting targets, and likewise it was very satisfying getting the cross checks on those lightnings. But let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later for the next one.